Welcome to the Thrash Fest. We are going to build, if we get it to focus down here, probably not. And we're going to service a rock shock. We're going to build it onto that. And because I'm in between jobs as a mobile service tech, so I'm going to give myself an impossible challenge. The time now is, if I can get it to come up here, oh, probably not. It is 10:47, Thursday the 25th. Anyway, so we're going to service this, build that, ride to the bank, deposit some cash, and get back because I have an appointment at 4:30. So I'm in an ultimate time crash. So welcome to Zaskar Thrash Fest. Let's do this. All right, sorry for the poor lighting, but this rock shock is pretty neglected. It's got a bunch of grease up and around the seals. So I want to pop it apart, just do a basic service on it, make sure it's free of gunk on the inside, put it back together, and we'll go from there. And then we're gonna mount it on here. I do have a bunch of parts ready to go for this. The biggest challenge will be cabling, but we'll get to that. So the reason I'm servicing this one feels like it's in pretty good shape because I don't want it to end up like this one. Oh no, let's see here. This one, like that. See the stanchions are in pretty rough shape. And yeah. So that's what happens when you don't service them. It's all right, let's do this. Took a minute to figure out the success. Get the lower legs off, I think. Maybe not. There we go. There. Lower legs are off. And they are dry, but I think just ahead enough time that I'm gonna be able to save stanchions from getting any worse than they are now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean all the nastiness out of this and then use some ceram butter to lube things up, and we'll keep these clean. The thing with these old SIDs, they're very, I weigh 235, way too heavy for these things, but I also recommend not using the disc brake on them because they get way too flexy. These just aren't stiff enough. They're just a good retro ride. And we're gonna be kind of exploring some a light XC gravel type riding on 90s mountain bikes. And I actually think that's where these shocks come into their own in 2023, is that by 2022 standards, the performance of these things they suck and they're flexy and a little bit sketchy. But if you're just going out to do some gravel and some light XC, I really do think that these are, they perform pretty well. And they're light overall, they don't add a lot of weight, and you do get just enough shock action with them that takes out the jarring of the hands. It's good for your hands. Yeah, all right, let's keep going. Let's clean this bad boy up. One tip and trick for getting down inside the tubes is to take a rifle bore cleaner, and they have a little attachment on there. You can put a rag on there and you can stick it down in there and scrub out your lower legs. Seems to work pretty good. One of the few tips and tricks that I have. Still getting some type of cleaner, isopropyl alcohol, that's what the internet suggests, but all I'm gonna say is it doesn't seem to damage anything. All right, tip and trick for the day. Wow. Well, that was an absolute thrash fest in every sense of the word. I had a lot of trouble getting the SID apart and back together, so I ended up not filming a lot of it. And she is ready to go. It is 1:51. I think I started at 11:30. I'll have to go back and look at the video. Anyway, she's built, ready to go. This is a rim brake, defense force, and save the front derailleur. All right, now I gotta get to the bank, and I gotta get back and get to my appointment at 4:30. It is now, once again, 1:52, got plenty of time. Yeah, this bike still needs basically an overhaul. My main focus was getting the SID serviced before I rode on it anymore, because the stanchions are in really super good shape. And yeah, so yeah, I think these make good modern day gravel forks. Got my dog running companion with me. She's sleeping in the heat. All right, let's do this. Might do a bike check out on the trail. I've had this bike for a number of years. I've raced it, old school Zaskar 26er, 98, I think, or 99. I don't know, thrasher build. Threw it together in a couple hours here. All right, let's go ride it. Time to go that way. All right, here we are. See if I can get some save the front derailleur action and not die here. One-handed. Little ring, small ring, back up, and big ring. There we got all three. Save the front derailleur. Now time to jam down the trail. Okay, I'll try the save the front derailleur action on smooth pavement. So we're at small ring now, and seamless middle ring, big ring, down, down, back to the middle. Oh, well, it's hard to film and do one-handed shifts. Woohoo! Save the 3x9, save the front derailleur. River crossing. Irrigation. Oh yeah, I've got some old school tires on here too. So we'll go up there and do a bike check. All right, I thought I'd do a quick bike check on the old girl. 98 or 99, red, white, and blue. GT Zaskar. Total budget build. I bought this as a frame from Community Bicycle in Portland, Oregon. Residing in North Idaho now, so I found a new home. And yeah, just some really, what I could scrounge up bike build. Some race cranks, 3x9, all mostly XT build. Let's focus on there. There she goes. Some old LXV brakes that work pretty good. Probably could upgrade those. My friends probably gonna hurt me up. XT 3x9s, old school. But what I wanted to talk about was just some generic parts I had laying around. Some old Craig Brother, Craig Brother handlebars, but it's the old RockShox Sid. How do you guys feel about that? I think they make really good gravel grinder forks. All I use these old 26ers for now is stuff like this. Cutting through a farmer's field, gravel rides, and super light XC. These forks are very flexy, a little bit fragile. Needs a lot of service, but we're gonna head that way in a second. Bank's over there somewhere, that's where we're headed to. But yeah, I think these are excellent cross-country forks, and just gotta maintain them. The trick is to find one that hasn't already been thrashed and beat to death. This one's in pretty good shape. Serviced it just a little while ago, but yeah. 90s mountain bike. I think they make excellent gravel grinders. Slash light XC, maybe an ATB, all-terrain bike. They can do a little bit of everything. So yeah, one thing on this bike, I have some old school WTB Velociraptors with the directional front steer tire, and then kind of tractor tire on the rear. I wasn't too sure about them, but actually they feel pretty good. So yeah, Velociraptors, old school. All right, focus on the Zaskar. All right, let's continue this adventure, thrash and build. So I pick an interesting day to come across the farmer's field. Way down just a little bit here, but make it shaky. Falling across the water, irrigating the field. Got some puddles going. So this will bring me to the rim brake defense course. Rocking the rim brakes. Only time I'm all about rim brakes is when it's dry and I'm not trying to race or go downhill. I think in most situations they work extremely well, and until they get wet, then they're useless. This takes definitely for the win, but anyway, what are you guys' thoughts? Rim brakes for dry weather, and maybe if you really needed to go out in the rain, you can. It just makes a slippery mess, and your braking power is severely diminished. So anyway, but I do like it in the dry. When you get them properly set up, they do have pretty good stopping power. Yeah, rim brake defense force. All right, let's get back on the trail. Oh, she's fast. She feels great. Got to feed the machine. It is now 2:40 or 4.91 miles in. And deposit some money and get back to the house. and get back on it. Man, this thing feels lively. Light, fast, responsive. Probably a little bit twitchy, definitely 90s style, but for gravel and city commuting and all terrain, yeah, man, it's a dream. Hey friends, oh man, what a day. So I started this whole project at 10:47, May 25th, to build this thing up, service the RockShox, reassemble it with some parts I had ready to go, and then ride it to the bank and be back so I can get to an appointment I have at 4:30. And ended up making it up to the bank, got a flat tire, and a really nice fellow from North Idaho gave me a ride home. So anyway, I'm gonna share this video with him when I get it done. Yeah, ended up turning out pretty good. Nice adventurous day, good way to spend the afternoon while waiting for a call. Didn't get a call, so I have time to play bikes. So I might do some more of this in between calls. I might do some thrashing and building, and I got a pile of bike parts, so might as well do something with them. All right, so next stage is to dial this thing in some more, and I might put it against the old 29er. All right, and I will show you guys the nail that I pulled out of this thing. I got it coming right out of the bank, and that's it. Poor old Velociraptor. So I'm gonna have to fix that. And then, so we'll do some 26/8 dead, just some fine tuning. It still needs probably an overhaul and polish. The paint's beat. I've ridden the heck out of this thing, had it in pieces, and then, like I was saying, I got a little time to kill these days, so I put her back together. So what I'd like to do is take this old 26er rim brake, 3x9, and put it up against the 2013 Zaskar with the big 29ers, disc brakes, more modern fork, super plush, super stiff. Yeah, and we'll put them against each other and see what happens. I'm sure the 2013 Zaskar is fast, I have to say. And I want to do another bike check on that one in the story, because that one was stolen and recovered, raced, and the old 26er, about 13, 14 years apart. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. What do you think about rim brakes? What do you think about old RockShox skids, if they're in good shape as gravel forks? Yeah, air fork. I got the air pressure cranked up on it, and it felt great. Bike feels fast. Yeah, rim brake defense force, 3x9, and yeah, 3x9. Actually, on the Zaskar, later one, I'm still running a 2x setup on there that works really good, but I'm thinking about upgrading to 1x and putting a dropper post on it. But anyway, all right, thanks for watching. Thrash and Zaskar. Oh yeah, and I also finished this whole thing at 3:37 on Thursday the 25th. Yeah, and I think I got another shot of that. It was 10:47 when I started this whole venture, and she was in pieces. And I got the fork apart, back together, and put myself under a little bit of pressure to get it done. It's kind of fun. If you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, let me know. All right.